here at 13461 Elizabeth Way in the city of Tustin, California. About to begin our initial sewer inspection. We'll be utilizing a 3-inch sewer cleanout here in the backyard. This little image of the back patio. We'll hopefully be able to make it out past the front yard out to the city connection point. Check out some of these webs.
Yeah, man. I just wait for this two goals is to get a buyer and get past the appraisal, and I'll be feeling a lot better after that. But yeah, everything else is going well. Me and Mike go way back. We just we used to compete against each other back in the day. So track and field mobile. Yeah, no.
Cast iron has a pretty good amount of buildup here. Right here above our camera head or just in front of it, that is an inlet for one of the fixtures in the restroom closest to us. You can kind of see some buildup on the top walls of the pipe on the left and right hand side, right in the center of the screen right now at the top. That buildup, it's all just scale buildup from long period of use. But eventually, if it gets bad enough, it'll start creating smaller ridges all throughout the cast iron pipe and grabbing onto toilet paper, wipies, or any waste going down the line. Along with that, you can kind of see the bottom of the pipe, how it's holding water. When you get too much buildup, it ends up either troughing, creating a V pattern on the bottom of the pipe, or it goes completely flat like we see here. And this doesn't really help with the flow of waste or toilet paper.
Put the electrical panel.
Baby. Federal Pacific.
You can see stuff like on the bottom right hand side of the screen. That's also a piece of scale that's broken off the walls of the pipe. So not actually cast iron, just the buildup inside of the pipe.
Babies. See if we've seen it before.
Did you get it? I sent it over a DocuSign. I sent it over, but it was a DocuSign. Okay.
It's a smart. It's the first and only smart electrical panel.
What does it do?
It's basically you control it with your phone. It tells you how much each circuit is, drawing and putting.
Got a section of ABS. Looks like we've either had a repair done or, oh no, we're actually in the front yard right here. Okay, so this is going to be, I can't tell if there's a clean out installed or not, but either way we'll be able to pass through. But we have a plastic to clay connection point that looks like it's sagging a little bit. We're able to see we're pooling water right here on the connection. Depending on when this was done, they used to use pretty bad quality connectors, and unfortunately we started to notice that those would fail and start to sag quite a bit. See, just past that here at our first clay to clay connection, some roots coming in on the sides, top right and top left of the screen. Very minor and small, but that's honestly expected with how much shrubbery and vegetation is out in the front yard. A couple more right here in our next hub. Again. Seems like you're just going to have these hairline roots coming through at pretty much every single hub. That's, again, to be expected with 60-plus-year-old clay piping. This one actually has a pretty good section of roots growing all the way down the sewer line. Wow, that's still going. That's a good, let's get a footage count on that. That's 60. So that section of roots is approximately 5 feet long, just growing along the inside walls of the clay piping. They've definitely got a healthy food source, reliable food source right now within this sewer line. This will most likely be putting us already underneath the street or the sidewalk. Looks like it's in pretty good condition out this far. At this point, you're pretty deep. No roots are generally going to be reaching the pipe at this point. Should be coming up on our city connection point. Oh, there we are. Here is our city saddle. Approximately 114 and a half, 115 feet, give or take a couple of inches. And again, that's from our access point here in the backyard. So overall, the clay piping has pretty good structure still, so there's not any major offsets except for that ABS to clay connection point. As mentioned, we do see quite a bit of roots that are growing inside of the system. What I am going to recommend have done, for sure, hydrojetting from here in the backyard to get rid of those roots, maybe applying some root poison as well. And then if we were looking for a permanent repair on the cast iron, which is definitely going to be a problem in the future, normally the way that we fix that, considering this is a slab home, is you'd have to descale the cast iron and get all of that scale off the walls of the pipe so that it's a perfectly clean slope and all the walls are nice and smooth. And then you would run epoxy, liquid epoxy, inside of the line and coat the walls, and then you let it adhere and pretty much form a brand new pipe inside of the existing one. But that's pretty much how we do trenchless repairs without a ton of demolition inside of the house on slab homes. But we'll go ahead and include a quote for both those services, the hydrojetting and descaling and epoxy coating for this line. And that's going to pretty much do it for the inspection, but we're going to go ahead and pull back and we'll see if there's anything that we might have missed along the way.